hope you're keeping well. My name is Philip Aliband and I work at SAP headquarters in Walldorf, Germany in the Global Finance Solution Management Group, where I'm responsible for SAP's consolidation solution, SAP S/4HANA for Group Reporting. S/4HANA for Group Reporting forms part of SAP's extensive finance portfolio, and the solution covers consolidation requirements within the perform financial closing step in accounting and financial close. You might have seen last year's video on the on-premise 2021 release, where I covered the key aspect of extensibility and investigated how customers could leverage functionalities such as the new customer selection attributes in the financial statement item master data to further expand the solution capabilities. This year I'm following a similar thread, flexibility, or we could call it decoupling. At first glance, if you think about how SAP is bringing local and group accounting closer together and how we are combining different types of versions into a stacked version concept, it might appear contradictory to talk about flexibility. But I hope by the end of the video you'll understand how tight accounting integration and an enhanced stacked version concept can make the solution actually even more flexible. From the outset, the strategy of S/4HANA Group Reporting, as the solution name suggests, has followed the simplification model driven by S/4HANA. One data model, one user interface, one set of analytical tools across local and group accounting. This is really the primary value proposition of S/4HANA Group Reporting, and it offers customers an accelerated time to close, eliminating complicated ETL processes and streamlining the interaction between accounting and group reporting. Of course, most of our customers have subsidiaries which don't reside in a central S/4HANA system, but in other ERP solutions such as SAP ECC. That isn't an issue. Customers are using the BTP solution, SAP Group Reporting Data Collection, with out-of-the-box standard APIs to seamlessly import and map this external ERP data into group reporting. This year we made the interaction between local and group accounting in S/4HANA even tighter. For example, customers can take their 0L leading ledger in accounting and designate this as a group reporting preparation ledger. This enables customers to include group reporting dimensions such as the financial statement item, the consolidation unit, and the sub-item actually in their universal journal postings. This allows a pre-consolidated view of the group financial statement, as well as improving performance since the group reporting dimensions in Act.A can be released as is into group reporting. This tighter integration, as I mentioned, also paradoxically increases flexibility. Let's take a look at that in more detail. How customers consolidate their books does not necessarily follow the legal structures used in local accounting. Companies might be operating in multiple segments, and you might have heard of the term zebra company, and full consolidation is required for these segments, including intercompany elimination and elimination of equity. This requirement can be addressed simply with the functionality available in the Group Reporting Preparation Ledger in on-premise 2022, where we allow flexible derivation of the consolidation units. So this flexible derivation is happening in local accounting. As I mentioned, tighter accounting integration can mean more flexibility. So we're no longer in the constricted environment of group reporting, in which the company ID from local accounting is mapped automatically to the consolidation unit in group reporting. Instead, customers can use flexible substitution rules or lookup tables to derive a consolidation unit in accounting based on the company ID, the profit center, the function area, or any other dimension. This means that in our example, our oil company can now represent its different upstream, midstream, and downstream segments as consolidation units in S/4HANA Group Reporting and run a full consolidation process for these individual segments. Last year, we introduced the stacked version concept, which meant customers could run consolidation across multiple group currencies and other versions in one consolidation run. This really was a huge improvement over copying data from one version to another, which was necessary before. This concept revolves around a reference version linked to a subordinate extension version or group currency extension version. These subordinate versions refer to the reference version and store just the delta values. We've expanded this concept in On-Prem 2022 to include restatement and simulation functionality. As you know, restatements involve a change to already published financial data. This could be due to a change in accounting standard, a change in organizational structure, or errors in the prior year financial statement, which an auditor has highlighted. In this release, we've decoupled the processing of the subordinate extension and group currency extension versions from the reference version. The restatement of the existing financial data naturally takes place at a different point in time to the creation of the original values. Customers can now define a restatement extension version to post the adjustments while naturally retaining the original posted values. These adjustments typically take place in local or transactional currency, and that wasn't possible in the previous release. Adjustments may be automatic, involving a new reclassification method, a new currency translation method, or even a brand new consolidation task. This ultimately means having a different consolidation process in the group reporting monitors to the reference version. The extension version can not only potentially trigger a different reclass, but also consider a different group structure. So this opens up the functionality for simulations. Customers can run what-if scenarios investigating the impact of acquiring or divesting consolidation units from the group structure. Looking at the restated results in group data analysis, in our example for version J1S, we see the original values from the reference version J10 and the restated values in the extension version J1S. In the version settings, we're decoupling the processing of the extension version from the reference version by setting the run mode to manual. We can also make different settings such as the structure version in the extension version to enable different processing parameters to the underlying reference version. I'd like to thank you for watching this brief overview of some of the innovations in S/4HANA for group reporting, which we're shipping with the 2022 on-prem release. I didn't even touch on topics such as the group valuation ledger, which was new in 2022 and provides a group valuation in accounting, eliminating inter-unit profit in inventory as goods and services pass in a value chain from one company to another. And we didn't investigate the comprehensive new features in SAP Group Reporting Data Collection, which allow greater ease of use and control of the external values which we're importing into S/4HANA Group Reporting. These are topics for another time. I hope this video has given you some food for thought around increased flexibility in S/4HANA Group Reporting, and I'm looking forward to your comments on the video and on the solution in general. Thanks and take care.